Hi, it is Mackenzie, and this is the video discussing my growth plan. So I have my growth plan in front of me that I'm going to be reading off of and going through, and then I have my vision board that I'm going to show you at the end. So the first aspect of the growth plan was you gave yourself a number for different categories of your life. So I made a little chart, and I'm going to just read off the numbers to you. Spirituality, 7. Family, 8. Friends and social life, 4. Fun and recreation, 8. Health and fitness, 8. Physical environment, 4. Finance and giving, 4. Career, work, and academics, 7. Relationships, 4. Personal development, 8. So I went through and I found my bottom 4, which were friends and social life, physical environment, finance and giving, and relationships. So physical environment and finance, I'm in college right now. I don't really have the money to create the environment that I want. I'm not financially stable enough to give to organizations that I'm really passionate about. But I don't think that's going to be problematic in the next few years after I graduate and I get a job. The other two that were pretty low were friends and social life and relationships. And I found that I love the friends that I have, but I feel like Milliken has a very small campus and I'm restricted to the kinds of people that I'm being exposed to. And I've found that a lot of people are the same, and I want to kind of broaden the types of relationships and the types of friendships that I am able to make. And again, I think that's going to be a little bit easier after I graduate and I move to a new place, then I get a new job. I think I'll be able to make those new relationships and friendships. The next task that we were given was write an affirmation for anything under an 8. So I'm going to read you my affirmations. Spirituality, I wrote, my heart is calm. For friends and social, I wrote, I know that the friend I need at each moment in my life will appear with perfect timing. For environment, I wrote, I am creating an environment for myself where I am easily able to focus on my priorities. For finance and giving, I wrote, I am open and receptive to all the wealth life offers me. Career, work, and academics, I wrote, there are endless opportunities available to me. And for relationships, I wrote, the more I love myself, the more love I will be able to share with others. So those were my affirmations. The next aspect of the growth plan, you had to answer the questions, who am I, how do I know, and what can I do? Sorry if you heard that, that was my cat. So the first was, who are you really? And I wrote about, my talents and my strengths. And I talked about how I want to be the voice for others, the voice for people and things that don't have the ability to speak for themselves. So in my situation, that would be the environment. Oh my gosh, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I was talking about how I wanted to speak for the environment and for ecosystems and plants and animals that can't speak for themselves. And then it talked about who are your role models right now, and I talked about Michael Reynolds, who builds sustainable homes, and a girl named Butterfly, who was a deforestation protester. And then I went on to talk about my 5 strengths, which were empathy, developer, adaptability, belief, and harmony. So I talked about empathy and how it was important that everyone comes from a different background and has a different story, and it's really important that you can understand other people's struggles and other people's viewpoints. And then I talked about how I wanted to develop and create a positive atmosphere around me as well as others. I wanted to be able to be adaptable in regards to things like a political environment, as well as just simple shifts in assignments and due dates and stuff during school, being able to shift my perspective, my strategies. And then I talked about belief and how it's important to have belief in yourself, as well as the belief in the good of people around you. And then I talked about harmony, and I'm not a huge fan of conflict, and I don't really like people being disappointed. I know that's not always possible for everyone to be satisfied with an outcome, but I think it's really important to try and work towards that, to try and work towards harmony. The next question was, how do you know? So what motivates you, what drives you, Are you in the right place right now in your life? And I talked about how I'm motivated by younger generations and generations that haven't been born yet, because they deserve a beautiful environment to grow and prosper in. And if there's not people that are willing to protect that future and that that environment for them to prosper in, then they're just going to grow up in a very unhealthy and damaged world. And I want to be a person that protects that environment. And I know that there are things that I need to work on. There are things that I do that have a negative impact. I don't drive a fuel-efficient car. I don't live in an eco home. I still eat meat. But in the next few years, I think that I'm in a really good place that I will be able to start doing those things. And I know that I'm in the right place with my academics because I love going to class every day. I don't find it monotonous. I don't find it boring. I find everything that I do very motivating and very beneficial. And then the final question was, what can you do? So this is kind of, where are you going in life? Is this life going to be beneficial for you? Is it going to be beneficial for others? And what opportunities really drive you and make you excited? And so I talked about how I'm striving to have a very healthy and fulfilling lifestyle with relationships that are prosperous and beneficial, and how that won't be negative on anybody else's life, and that I want to really help and encourage those that have the same dream that I do. And something that gets me really excited is an opportunity that's down in New Mexico, and it's an internship that you learn how to build and create eco-friendly and sustainable communities. And it gets me really excited because I would have the opportunity to design and create and do this for others, which I think would be amazing. And then I talked about our vision board, which I'll do after these next questions. So then at the end, it asked you to review Milliken's mission, which the 3 bullet points were professional success, democratic citizenship in a global environment, and a personal life of meaning and value. So I talked about how I created my vision board. I was focusing on separating items and words into 2 different categories. So I wanted to have a professional pile and then a personal pile. But as I did this, I realized that they were intertwining. I couldn't figure out where the personal and professional went because they all overlapped. And I think that's a really positive thing to see, because it means that I'm in a situation where my professional and my personal goals and ambitions are overlapping. So it means that I'm pursuing a career that I'm passionate about, and I'm able to express my values and morals through that professional outlet, which I think is amazing. I've been given opportunities to engage, in controversial debates and participate in internships, present research and information that I'm passionate about. And this has all led to me developing a really positive and ambitious vision board for myself. So I definitely think that Milliken has made me confident in being able to achieve my goals and to do this with compassion, class, and with heart. So I'm going to show you my vision boards, and then that will be it. So this was the first one. They wouldn't fit on one board, so I had to put it on 2. So this is the first board. So of course I have Missouri, that's where I'm from, discovering nature, faith, awesome, I'm from St. Louis, I have happiness, a little kitty, healthy lifestyle, some yoga. So this is my first board. And then this is my second board. I save money, go outside, adventure. I have Queen of the Mountains, some working out, I have a little cat. So this is my second board, and I found this really therapeutic to do. I actually really enjoyed making these vision boards. So those are my vision boards and my growth plan, and thank you very much for watching.